growing is the number one thing. I agree. I think the second thing in life is you have to experience. You have to not just grow, because with growing comes responsibilities. With growing comes mistakes, and with mistakes, you get you better. You get to a better place. You meet those better people. You're not, when you're 20 or 16. I wish I had me to, I met me when I was in my 15 or 16 years old.
Oh,
I wish I knew somebody like me when I was in my 20. When I was 26, I lost my dad. I was fortunate enough to be I was fortunate enough to be raised by someone who is still my idol today, and my first mentor. So I think those little things bring you to where you need to be today.
So how has that changed you when you experience the highest losses? How has that really changed you?
It's a great question, Veliko. I think everyone should experience, and everyone will experience in certain time in their life, a negativity, or they'll lose somebody. They'll, we're all gonna lose parents and lost parents and close friends. So as long as you don't stay in that dark emotional place, as long as you find a way to, experience it and learn from that, and then open the door and see the light, you're gonna be stuck there. And we see people like that. They're bad. They're good people, but they don't grow. They don't move. And part of growth is to forgive, is to understand life. It took me 2 years to just accept that my dad passed away. My best friend, my first mentor, my role model. And then after those 2 years, I went into a type of, what's the purpose now? Like, I know how hard he was building. I know how great of a father he was. I didn't ask him the questions I wanted to ask him. So it was really me learning and growing to become a better person, to understand that he's watching, and just to be happy the time I spent with him. So when I look back now, I look back at all the great times and memories. I reflect. I take notes. Our brains are, they're the best computer that ever exists. So every now and then I would just get a flash memory that from my childhood with my dad, and I write it down so I will remember it forever. So I think it affected me in the long term in a positive way rather than negative.
Do you think that those moments like that, the scars that you took him into being your strongest powers?
Absolutely. Not just that. I mean, I have a lot of different, not just somebody passing away, but in life in general, in school, from high school, from middle school, just little things that I still use today to fire me up in days where I feel like I'm down. So, well, I remember when I was in 4th grade and what that kid told me. And remember, I'm not, I don't pay back and stuff like that. I just remember I use that as a power tool to give me energy. I remember when nobody wanted to hire me as a real estate agent. When people are saying you have accent, you have no sales experience, you're not going to do good in this business. That's still behind me today. Like, really.
So naysayers, strongest power.
For me, yes.
Yeah. I remember 6 years ago. So now we're getting a year 6, 2018, Valentine's Day, we opened up a sales restaurant. You remember everyone, including my friends, the generous ones were giving us 6 months.
I remember.
Too high end and too expensive.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you prove them wrong.
Was that when you are in that phase of that first 6 months and think, I talk about the process a lot, especially being that we're in our 20s. It's like the process is really the only thing. And that is what allows you to be grateful, because even for the worst days and the best days, I'm still grateful for the process. And it allows me to disassociate from the outcome. So for you, when you have these people that are just kind of, saying, this isn't going to work, you're a great entrepreneur, this isn't going to work, how did that affect your process during that first 6 months?
The great thing is that I had a lot of failures and a lot of success before. So in that moment, when I heard that, it gave me more fire.
Of course.
So that was one of the strongest fuels.
I mean, do you care about other people's opinion? I'm not trying to be rude for other
Yes.
people's opinion, but do you?
Which is
Care about-
very, which is very interesting. So again, if we go in this age of 14 into 17, you don't have confidence. So other opinions can steer you. So anything that someone that's 14 into 18 can do is to work on their confidence and beliefs. And how this happens is from the winnings,
Small wins.
small wins. So stack as many of the wins in a day as you can. And I'm a huge fan of the rituals. So I do the same things every single day.
Builds character.